Reaction redo time. Oh, I've only done this one time before, actually, but this is really important to me to do that, and here's why. My channel is all about breaking down and celebrating the music that you love. I've been a vocal coach and a multi-instrumentalist and music producer and for a long time, and my whole channel is about trying to decode and figure out what it is that makes you love the music you love so hard. And then I share those breakdowns, and then it gives you a deeper appreciation of the music. But when I share blatantly wrong information that I was given in the reaction, it just makes it annoying for you to watch. I feel weird about it. Like, it doesn't do anybody any good. So I'm going to be Frankensteining together this new study for you all today, where I'm going to preserve all of my first impression reactions from the reaction I did yesterday, but I'm going to redo the intros to the songs, and I have a bonus that I'm going to be adding in, which is kind of serendipitous that it all happened like this because of your comments on the video from yesterday. So let me explain what happened, and let me explain where we're going to go next with this, okay? All right, so here's what happened yesterday. When I do these studies, what I do is I do like a full 5-song study for my community supporting the channel on Patreon. That's how I keep this whole operation going. Thanks so much for the support, everybody. But when I do that, I share the first 2 songs with you all on YouTube. And the biggest mess up happened here in the second song that I checked out, which is I Guess I'm in Love. And the information that I was given said that, number one, Itoki Hana, who's on this one, was a singer featured on it. Not true at all. So I spent my whole reaction waiting for singing that never happened. So that was one mistake. But even the bigger mistake was that somehow there was a correlation made that Itoki Hana is the same Hana of KikuoHana, which we're doing a deep study of. This is my schedule of content. I'll put a link to that down in the description. On Friday of this week, we're going to be checking out KikuoHana, and that's not the same Hana. That's Hana-tan, who's a part of the KikuoHana, which all of this I've learned since yesterday. So here's what's going to happen today. Let me explain what's going to happen. I'm keeping my first impression reaction to Flower Man. I'm just re-recording some of the intro info. I'm redoing my reaction to I Guess I'm in Love, because I didn't even react to it. I just kind of was waiting for the singing that never happened. So I'm going to redo that. Then I'm also going to include the full 5-song study for those of you supporting the channel. It's actually 7 songs now, and let me explain why. I'm gonna keep my Running Sky breakdown, because that was the first impression I did. I'm also going to keep my Rakuichi Buster reaction. I'm also going to keep Garden of Hopes and Dreams, but I ended up also listening to yesterday Field of Hopes and Dreams to try to compare the difference between the two. That was really interesting because they're linked. This is so fascinating, all this Toby Fox's brain stuff. And then here's the bonus, and I am only doing this bonus because you all mentioned it in the comments, and I think this would be really great. So I'm also going to add on this one here. The Flower Man, the English vocal cover from Casa. Shout out to Casa. And I'm going to do that. That'll be a part of the now, 7-song study this is becoming. And the whole 7-song study now, if you're watching this on YouTube, again, the whole 7-song study is down in the description. There's a link to it, as well as the top pin post if you want to come check it out. And God forbid I get some more information wrong. If I happen to, please put the corrections below. We tried to vet this really hard, everything that we're saying here for the next part. But, this is all complicated stuff, so thank you so much. Thank you so much for the corrections, and I really appreciate you checking out the video again if you're checking it out again. And again, thank you to everybody in my community, because I got some real help I get so much help from the people supporting my channel. This is my Discord. I'll put a link to all that down in the description too. Okay, without further ado, let's get on to it. Here we go. We're going to check out Flower Man first. Flower Man info. This is track 34. This is Toby Fox and Camellia. This is their second collab on the album after Cutie Mew Mew Magic. Oh my God, that was so good. That's up on YouTube here already. It's the boss theme for the fight against Flowery, the Chapter 5 character. Not Flowey, from Undertale, which we're checking out later this month. And what else do I have to say? The in-game, their lyrics appear on the screen kind of karaoke style during the fight, but there's no sung vocals on the official track. The actual lyric lines from the on-screen text, 10 feet 20, the flower man. Inside my little chamber made of glass, way up high in the sky, with the sun in his eyes. Even if broken, I am more than glass. Fascinating. And we're going to be checking out the sung cover of it later in the study, too. So there we go. Ah! Right out of the gate. We're in C# minor. Ah! Those drums. By the way, I'll say a second. It does sound like a vocal melody. Ah! Ah! Oh, here we go. Oh, I love that change there. It's so catchy and joyful. E. Okay. I'm going to pause for a second. I got to say some stuff before my brain explodes. Oh, my God. Ba-da-da-da-da. These melodies. He is such a... Is it him or Camellia that writes the melodies, or both? But these melodies, also the other one, Cue Mew Mew Magic, the melodies. Ba-ba-da-da-da. Wow. So, ba-da-da-da-ba. So it's like, okay, so the keys, let's just talk about it a little bit. I want to go back and just play with it a little bit here. It's doing this relative major minor thing with the keys. So if you think about it like this, every major key, like we're in this is an E major chord. Let's say I'm in the key of E major. E major has a relative minor. Think about relative major and minor as like major happy keys. We're really being generalizing here, but happy major keys have this like dark sibling key that if you go down 3 half steps, every major key has a minor key, a relative minor, and minor keys have relative major keys. So the key of E major and C# minor are related to each other. And the song starts off with this C minor feeling to it. See right there, ba-ba-bum, but that's C minor. See? It's minor. And that's it. One thing about the drums, like, you know, the thing about like chiptune stuff like the 8-bit and all of that from back in the day, those old 80s, you know, the chips that really had very limited sound uses and stuff. A lot of those drums are created, and I'm not sure exactly if these are nowadays because it's like modern software doing that thing, but those old sounds were created with like white noise, like it was white noise manipulated to make drum sounds. Isn't that fun? Isn't that weird? But definitely has that sound. But the thing about these drums is they have no velocity changing in it. If you ever program MIDI, like you know, MIDI sounds and stuff. I've been a music producer. I'm a vocal coach and music producer, and I've had a lot of musical life, so I know a little bit about everything with this stuff. And in MIDI, that you can, depending on like when you're programming MIDI drums, you can still add velocity, like make it have different levels of intensity of the hit of the drum kit, right? These drums are just 127. If you're a MIDI composer, you know that's like all the way up, cracking, like crack, crack, crack on the drums. There's like, it's like every drum hit is full crack, right? And it's just so intense, like to my ears, it's so intense. So we've got this bum, 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 ba, da. So we're in that relative minor now. Oh, I love the subdivision. Those subdivisions there. It's like the arpeggiating chord. Hear that? God, I want to see it in the video game with the words. But there's enough to think about with this music anyway, so. Oh, that melody's good. Here comes a part that I really like. Now we're into E major. Now we went from the relative minor into the major, into the chorus. Oh, this part. And it's really satisfying right there, right? It's very joyful. When you go from relative minor to major, it's very joyful. Oh, I love that melody there. So is that like was that the flat 6, flat 7, 1 movement in there, and then we went to the major? Anyway, I'm getting really granular with the chords, but God, these melodies and leitmotifs are so interesting. If you know about leitmotifs at all, like what it really like, it's like an operatic thing in many ways. Wagner was like the big guy that was known for leitmotif. I used to be an opera singer. And Wagner went crazy with leitmotif, like every object in a Wagner opera, every character, like everything in Wagner operas has a leitmotif, right? And I know that you all are like, who know this game well, have like, you know, it's kind of like you probably show your knowledge of the game by how much you can recognize the leitmotivic work in it. That's so cool. I can't do that because I don't know. All I can do is celebrate the melodies. And these melodies, they're so good. Kind of like a guitar, like a chiptune guitar. Or no, an organ maybe? Well, it's funny, back then, sometimes the sounds, like, they'll bleed into one another, you know? It's almost sounded like an electric guitar, almost sounded like an organ a little bit, right? Probably guitar, because it's got some pitch bending in it. Organs don't do that. How fast are we going? I have a thing here that if I tap the tempo, it tells me, or tap along, it tells me the basic tempo. About 160-ish. Oh! This is beautiful here. Still C sharp. This is like my favorite chord progression. It's in almost everything I love these days. It's got a cool emotional chord. With the flat 6, flat 7, minor 1. That's happening right here. I have to get to know this better. Wow. Hear those drums? Flat 7. Oh. So this part, by the way, it's all built in that ba-da-da-dum. It's built on C sharp minor, A, F sharp minor, G, then back to C sharp, and just keeps looping that chord progression, doing all this great melodic work over top of it. I love the subdivisions with the drums. Those drums are really interesting. They're just cracking. The bass is fun too. Here. My favorite part is this part. There's that E major. Flat 6, flat 7, 1. Oh my God! Oh my God! I love that. And I have to hear that change. The bum da da. Or is it? How does that start? It's like dum da 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 dum ba da ba bum. What is that leitmotif? I know that you guys all know. I have to hear that part one more time. I really like that change there a lot. That's it. Bum ba da. It goes flat 7 or flat 6, flat 7, but it doesn't go to minor 1. It goes to the major. It goes to that relative major thing I was talking about. That's why it's so satisfying. When we get to that E major chord, it's like joyful. It's like happy. So maybe that's the moment that, like, I don't know, something happens. Maybe it beats him or something, beats the boss. Let's do it again. Here we go. E major. Again. Yes! That's fun. God. I mean, you know, it's so energetic, it's so uplifting, it's so kind of badass and like joyful at the same time, right? It's just hammering, you know, it's just so intense. That would be the word. Man, that's fun. That's so much fun. All right, I better keep going or there's going to be a super, super long video. Okay. All right, this is the I Guess I'm in Love redo. I'm going to redo the info, but also the reaction to this one, okay? So here's what I've got on this one. This is track 8, Toby Fox and Itoki Hana, credited as arranger and featured artist. No lyrics sung, no sung lead vocal in any version, okay? To the best of our research. Now, the scene is Susie, or is that how you say it? Susie, and Noel watching the sunset at the lake after the festival. And apparently in the comments you all said yesterday that Itoki Hana sang on The Greatest Living Show, Toby Fox 2022. I didn't verify that. Let me know in the comments if that is true. That's interesting though, right? Okay, let me go and give this one a listen here. Here we go. This is I'm in Love. All right. It's like that guitar, finger picky. It's interesting. So it's got like in my left ear, doom ba da ba da, like a finger picky thing, and then there's like a single note strum. It kind of sounds like a MIDI guitar program, but not like chiptune-y. Little rubato there. It's pretty. Those bell chimey sound, it's so beautiful. Ooh, the strings. Yes, you notice it is not at all in the sound world of Flower Man, right? It's not that chiptune. It's got more. There's a much more of a full sonic sort of picture. Like there's more. We're down to the full lows and highs of like modern sound, right? As far as chord progression goes, because I'm kind of talking about that since it's an instrumental. We've got we're like an A flat major. Then it goes to C minor, the 3 chord. Then the major 4, the D flat, and then it does a little. It does that little note, that little, it's kind of like it's a sharp 5. And it's out of the key of A flat, so it has a little grind on it harmonically, a little, it just, whenever you take a chord that's not in the key and then stick it into the key, it creates a little, a little contrast, a little dissonance, a little edge. So we've got that. It's beautiful, right? Then it that sharp 5 there, and then this pretty bell chimey melody over top of it all. The strings. There's the 3, 4 chord, 4. So that time we didn't go to the ba. It just hung on the 4 chord. Those are really pretty, like, synth strings. It still feels very synth. Like, it doesn't feel like... In this one, which is not true with later... Which one later on? I remember from yesterday, was it Garden of Hopes and Dreams, I think? That, yeah, I believe this one does have real instrumentation on it from my memory from yesterday, which was beautiful. What's going on? This is so wild. So these are like synth strings, it sounds like to me. Beautiful, though. Oh. It feels like a sung melody, though, doesn't it? Like there should be, or could be, singing with it. Not should be. What a sweet moment this must be in the game. Have you all gotten to this part yet? I'm a gamer too. I haven't played any games like this before though. This is different. This is kind of like almost like a bridge or a pre-chorus. We're in the C minor to the D flat major, which is like the 3 to the 4 chord. We're just kind of hanging out here. Just a little variation from ba-da-bum. It's a little variation from the chord progression that started the song. There's the C. See, we're not going down to the A flat to the 1. 5. And notice that 5 chord. 5 chords, where do they want to go? They want to go home. They want to go to 1. So as a composer, as a songwriter, you can manipulate that. Sometimes you'll go 1. Think about tonality like this. Like each key that a song, any key, the 1 chord in that key, whether it's the minor chord, whether it's a minor key or major key, is kind of like home. In this song, this chord is home, meaning the song easily begins there, easily ends there. So we do this. We go to the 4 chord and watch the 5. Really, it wants to go home, but you don't always have to go home. Sometimes you can get to the 5 and do a deceptive cadence and not go home, right? And in this song here, we get to the 5, and I think we do go home afterwards, don't we? There's a 5. No, we don't. We go back to the 3. So it creates a little, I want to go home. No, not yet, right? All of these things mean something musically. Isn't that cool? We're doing the C minor to the D flat. Da, 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 da. I love that melody. Let's see, I think we're going to go home here. Home is A flat. No! Ha! See? He's playing with that. He knows what he's doing with that. We're going to go home at the end, I bet. See, I missed all of this in my reaction yesterday. Ooh. We're still not going home. Ooh. It almost sounds like a harpsichord. Harpsichords are like pianos, but instead of there being a hammer that hits the string like on a piano or pianoforte, as they were back in the day called, a harpsichord has a plucking mechanism. So that's why every sound has the same sort of velocity to it in tone. There's a little delay effect on the piano too, or on the whatever that is. He ends it unresolved on the 5 and doesn't go home. They used to drive people mad in college. If you would mess with them, you'd be like da 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 da. Thanks for coming, everybody. No! You need that resolution. So much of great harmony, great chord writing in songs has to do with tension, resolution created by the harmony. That's one of the magical things. When you really study chords, you learn about all of that stuff. It's so fascinating. I'm so glad I got to break it down again. That was really fun. Beautiful. Again, I'm just so stimulated by the brain of this human being. Okay, the rest of the study is going to go on. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Like I said, I'm going to be breaking down or the rest of the study, which will be, the link is down in the description already. It's already done. And the top pin post, it's got Running Sky. It's got Rakuichi Buster. It has Garden of Hopes and Dreams and the one from before with that paired. And then finally, it also has, which I haven't done yet, I'm going to do that shortly, is the Flower Man with the Casa, the English cover, which, man, that's going to be cool to check that out. So thanks so much for watching. And I'll also put a link to my my schedule, which is a part of my community request app that I built, because I get almost all of my ideas from the community supporting the channel. So I built like a website app for them where they can request songs. Look, we've almost had 1,200 song requests this month already. It's crazy. And then it's kind of like Reddit. We made it so that you upvote. You can uptick with adding a heart to someone else's post to try to get it up the list a little bit. It's all about community. So that's why we built that for them. And I'll also put a link to my Discord, video game music chat down here, as well as my J-pop J-rock collection list and video game collect. I'll put all my goodies down in the description. Okay. Thank you so much for watching on YouTube. This has been a kooky study, but a really cool one. And the music is so fascinating from this game. So I'm so excited to get to know Toby Fox's art a little bit more. So I'll talk to you all soon. Cheers.